Well, I mean, the fact that it's a platform that anybody can join without, you know, a casting room or the politics of Hollywood, the number one thing I would hope for is YouTube just realizes their power of empowering, and the people that are out there realize that it's not always the people with millions of subscribers that are making an impact. Often it's the people that they have an engaged audience who feels a connection, and that can be like a subscriber base of 100 people or 1,000 people, and it's not all about the big numbers. It's about those connections, and I think YouTube does a good job of facilitating that, but often it's the creators needing to realize that they have those connections, and that's powerful to begin with.
You know, as the presenting sponsor, Reverie is all about community and inclusivity. And so, you know, in today's world, especially with everything that's going on politically, it's super important to be telling authentic stories that really represent who we are as a community.
I would say anybody looking for advice, or, you know, if they're a parent of an LGBTQ youth, I would say watch the movie, simply. You know, my father is an icon because he literally listened, and he just like took into account everything that I was going through because he loved me. And at the end of the day, love trumps hate, and love will conquer all. So I think that they just need to watch the movie and see how gorgeous and flawless my father is, and maybe they'll learn a little something.
You know, we just set out to tell Gigi's personal story. She had over 15 hours of existing footage that we combined with current day production to put together the 91-minute film. And I think people within the LGBT community and the greater population just recognize in her story, you know, not just the struggle of being a trans female, but acceptance and the love of a family. And to be honest, her dad really steals the show. The whole movie becomes about her family loving her and accepting her and helping her through it all.
So I'm doing a documentary about a pregnant butch woman, and like just really how masculinity and motherhood can coexist, and how you can totally wear menswear and also be very, very pregnant. And it's so dear to my heart, and it's really cool to be able to do that project. And I met her through YouTube, so it's cool how the two spaces can kind of come together.
I honestly think that I've been given the privilege of being a person at this point in my career to have such a large platform, and not everyone gets a chance to tell their story, but everyone has a story to tell. So I'm making sure that I do my diligence and tell mine.
Where would you like to see it go next? Where is there room for growth for trans representation?
There's room for growth in the nuance. So we've seen kind of the intro and things that are becoming a little cliche. I think I know to the trans community, it's like we want to get further than, hi, I'm trans. Like, you know, we are full people, and a lot of us, you know, while we are trans, it's not all of what we are. And sometimes I think that we get kind of reduced to that. And so I think the next step is to kind of get past the sensational aspect of it and get into the nuance and all of the beautiful colors that exist in between, you know, transition and, you know, everything else.
I think that I would just like to see a lot of like the ones that don't fit inside like the normal box or what people would see. I would love to see more opportunities for those people and be able to branch out and become bigger YouTubers, like some of our fellow YouTubers are able to grow and do that. So I would love to see more opportunities on and off the platform. I think that would be great. Like for myself, I want to be able to host on YouTube as well as find opportunities off of YouTube.
I'm a big lesbian, and I know what it's like to not really have kind of that, I don't know, that platform, that community. Yeah. And so it's important to me to kind of be a voice in that community because I know what it's like to not really have that.
Absolutely.
And there are so many like wonderful lesbians and gay people and so many wonderful
people, and everyone should feel happy and secure and good about very and we need to just spread the message of love.
Well, I think there's a lot of being gay in Indian culture is very taboo. It's very very taboo. So there's a lot of. This is our director,
Oakley Hicks.
So I think it's very frowned upon. So we wanted to bring light to that because there are a lot of people that are secretly.
This is a true, like it's based on true experiences and.
It's actually based on my life.
Life actually.
My actual life. Yeah, and like there are like even like services in India where they hire a wife to pretend to be their wife for their life and like have kids with them, and then they have their lover like down the street and like continue the relationship but never come out of the closet.
It's all authentic. It's all a part of being yourself, and that's what clothes represent. I'm representing something about myself, and we've always, the LGBT community is so great at using fashion to do that.